As soon as Wendy gets home, the kids were actually playing basketball in the kitchen.
She seemed really pissed about the carpet. Like,
She really did.
really pissed.
Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori.
We are talking about Wife Swap, Season 1, Episode number 4, the final episode. All is Ferret in Love and War. Good title. We start out in Potomac. I know, they smell.
Oh, and they're so I don't know. We'll get there.
Well,
Slinky.
Wendy said it's slinky. They're slinky.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it.
Very slinky.
Mm-hmm. We start out in Potomac, Maryland, and we meet Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie. They have 3 children, Karter, who's 12, Kruz, who's 10, and Kamrynn is 5. And all of their names start with a K. They spelled them all with a K, like a Kardashian.
That's right.
Very, very cute kids. Very cute.
Yes.
They're very
they are
sweet,
cute.
her kids.
Yeah. She wakes up the kids at 6:30 a.m. for school, which is normal. I mean, our kids get up early. Well, they used to. They used to get up early for school. That's what time you got to get up.
I mean,
So,
she's waking up at 5, but whatever. You do what you got to do. You know, if that's
right. She wants to be
what
her
she's
time.
got to do to get herself ready to then start their day, that's it.
Right.
But God bless, because I don't want to wake up at 5.
In the Nigerian culture, it's very important for the kids, their education. So she's pretty strict with them about their homework and everything actually around the house. They talk to the kids, and the kids said that they don't like mom's rules, but they obey them because they have to, because Wendy runs a tight ship.
Yeah. It was interesting to hear that she was a latchkey kid, that she said she was a latchkey kid when she was growing up, right? I don't think we ever knew that about her.
We didn't, because we have met her mom before. I mean, we see her mom in this episode, but her mom is very militant. And she, you know, she always comes across that way. But to say, to treat another woman like the way she treated her, I know I'm jumping, is kind of crazy. But she always talked down to her daughter, too. I mean, her own daughter was afraid to tell her.
You jumping?
Yeah.
What's going on?
No, I'm not. I'm not jumping.
On?
Well, you said how Wendy's mom was talking to the other wife.
You just said, I'm jumping ahead. And I said, Wendy, you jumping?
Oh. I'm like, what are you talking about jumping? I'm sitting still. Listen, I told you, ladies, I didn't tell the audience, but now they're going to know. I took Benadryl before this because my nose was running like crazy. So not only does it make me tired.
This is going to be a really good episode.
Right.
Not only does it make me tired because it makes me loopy. Like, I'll be loopy.
Okay.
I'll be loopy tomorrow, too, from the Benadryl I took tonight.
Benadryl.
Yeah, that affects me like that.
It's just like my brain doesn't fire right when I take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I loved when Wendy said the worst case scenario is that she swaps with someone with no rules. Well, buckle up, Wendy.
Of course, that's what they put her with.
I do think they did a great job matching the housewives with the other wives, even though I think that Callie from Jersey was full of shit.
Yeah. So this is my first time meeting Wendy Osefo because I don't watch that show. So all I knew about her was her impending legal troubles, but I didn't know her. So this is my first time, having
what was your impression?
With her. Well, it's hard because my impression is tainted with what she's being accused of. So, what I've learned about her, I've learned quickly from social media. So I guess she's very well educated.
4 degrees.
4 degrees.
Okay. But that doesn't always make you smart. Let's just say that. And as she does seem very controlling. I mean, she called her husband support staff. So
I think he called himself support staff.
Or he called himself support staff.
Yeah,
yes,
he called himself support staff.
Right.
He did. He actually even said, Wendy's rules for me are to follow Wendy's rules. Like he gives himself.
But how do you get a husband like that? I do
Yeah.
not have that.
I don't know that I'd want that.
I don't think
Quite
I'd like
frankly.
it. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'd like it.
Yeah.
Just not. I don't know. She seemed all right.
We've always liked Wendy, right? Like
Yes.
I'll just say this. It does seem with the facts that have been presented in regards to her case that, I know it's innocent until proven guilty, but you certainly look at the facts of a case and make an assumption based on those facts. It does seem like they're guilty, which after watching the show, I thought was an absolute shame because they have a lovely family. They have a lovely home. She has a career. She's highly educated. It just seems a real shame to kind of do a big flush on all that with something.
Well, it's all alleged, so let's hope.
Right. But you can't. There are certain things that
that's what I said. Toothpaste back in the tube.
Right. There are certain things that are facts in the case that you can't explain away. So.
Yeah, I agree. It's a shame. Although I will say, Kelly, I think the first season she came on, I really wasn't that fond of her. But it does take a good season to really get to know a housewife.
That's true. That is true.
And she came on a little strong, but that's who she is.
That's who she is.
Now we know.
Yep.
Next, we meet the other family. They live in Naples, Florida. That's where my mom and sister live. And that is Althea and Craig Shapiro. They were college sweethearts, and they have 4 children. Hailey's 19, Dylan is 16, Jane is 12, and Skyler is 10. Althea's philosophy on parenting is low-demand parenting. So she likes to empower her children to be independent. They can pack their own lunch. She doesn't like helicopter parenting. She doesn't like to be the dictator to her children. They don't have a bedtime. They play basketball inside, and it is completely chaotic there in Naples, Florida.
Yeah, she said she considers structure dictatorship.
I'll tell you what, though. Those boys, they showed them playing basketball at 1 a.m., and then they also showed him the next morning at 6:30 packing his own lunch.
Getting up by themselves with no one in there, like,
that's
poking
not
and prodding
and
screaming. Right.
Yeah. I thought the same thing. I thought the exact same thing. And she said that, they used to live in New York, and there they lived an overscheduled life. She would run from, she had play dates booked out 8 weeks in advance and run from activity to activity, and she burnt out. It was suffocating ultimately. So when they moved to Florida, that may even be why they moved to Florida, is so that she could, remove herself from, a very chaotic life. And she did it.
So going on over there in Florida, they got 2 ferrets, a chinchilla, several ducks, and 5 cats. Now, I am a pet person. I have 2 cats and a dog. That's full. That's full up. That goings on between this chick and the chick from last week with the what's up with the animal fetish thing. I'm like, what are people doing? An animal, I'd say 2 animals can equal like 1 child with maintenance, work, money, time. So what are you doing? What are you doing, people?
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Althea's one son says that he wishes his mom cooked dinner more, and the other son says he wishes she weren't lazy.
That was hard to hear.
Whoa. Dang.
And the daughter kind of looked scared when the mom left, when she said goodbye.
Wendy's daughter or Althea's daughter?
Althea's daughter. It was very interesting. She looked frightened. So, and that's interesting because, if the dad's really in charge, then why are you looking scared when the mom's leaving? I don't know. It just struck me as, something about it just struck me. I don't know why.
I really think the dad's in charge. I think the dad's just hanging out in the laundry room working. I don't think he's given any guidance or direction. I think he's just a driver when they need to go someplace.
Maybe.
I mean, obviously, even the older daughter said that a lot of the responsibility falls on her when she comes home from school. So that's probably why Dylan, right? You're talking about Dylan, the one who lives there.
16-year-old.
Yes.
Yeah, she's probably like, shit.
Right.
So when Wendy finds out she's going to Florida, Eddie lets her know that they have crocodiles in Florida. And then Wendy screams out, "Oh no, swamp people." I mean, did she really think there was going to be swamp people? I mean, even when she was driving there, she mentioned it.
I thought swamp people lived in like Louisiana.
I think so. I mean, is there such a thing? Is there really a thing?
Yes, Swamp People, yes. There's a whole show called Swamp People, but they're from Louisiana.
That might be the one reality show I don't watch.
You don't watch it. I don't watch it either. I just know about it. And I love how when Wendy got to their house in Florida, she said, it's a makeshift Dave and Buster's.
Yes.
Yeah, because of all the gaming stuff around. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was no furniture. She's like, there's no furniture, but there's basketball nets.
Yeah.
My kids would have loved that, to have basketball in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They would be in their glory.
Yeah, for sure. I love when Wendy opened the door to the laundry room and Greg's office was set up. And he's like, this is great. I could do my job and do the laundry. And I thought, that's what my husband does, because his desk is downstairs where the laundry is.
So
they had 2 washing machines.
Yeah, did you see that?
And 2 dryers. I was like, wow.
Dryers. Yeah, they had the setup there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wendy was way over the top about cats. I mean, she has dogs. Like, what do you got to act like you've
a cat person? And cats can be very nasty. I wasn't that surprised at her reaction. I'm not a cat person. Your cats don't bother me at all. But sometimes cats can be nasty, so you don't know.
I don't know.
And if there's a lot of them, it's like they're ganging up on you.
It's not a leopard. It's a cat. I don't know. I guess because I'm a cat person.
Could be a sneak attack. You never know.
I'm with Kelly. I don't want to see cats jumping around either and popping up when you didn't expect them. They sneak up on you. You can't hear them.
They're very sneaky.
Nope. They are sneaky.
Not your cats, though. Your cats are very sweet.
Thank you.
Wendy realizes when she gets there that there's 4 cats, and she's going from room to room to try and figure out like what's going on. And she finds the chinchilla named Adam, right? And Breck is the ferret. The ferret was running on the wheel. Do you think that when she walked in that room, that ferret was really running on that wheel?
They do that, and those wheels like that, cats like to run on those too.
Are ferrets nocturnal?
I don't think so. I don't know much about ferrets, but I don't think so.
And then she finds her room because it says X. And she sees the rules on the bed, and she said, okay, she didn't want to use the computer. And I thought that was so funny because we talked about that.
Yeah.
How some people handwrote their notes and some people typed them.
Now, I don't know. It just kind of struck me as a little ew, was Wendy's letter. Like, she felt the need to like put a picture on there.
It was like clip art.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing? I don't know.
She also named her house too, Casa de Osefo. Why did she have to name her house?
Yeah. She didn't need that, and she didn't need the picture on the rules. So I was just like, where are you going?
Sidebar. That reminds me. Did you see that Shamia Morton's house? They're like claiming bankruptcy.
Is
from
that
Atlanta?
true though? Is it true?
I don't know, but speaking of naming your houses, I forget what hers was called, but something
Was
Morton.
it like the mansion or the manor or something?
Yeah, maybe Morton Manor.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're going to follow that storyline.
Yeah, because supposedly the husband is being investigated. But I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not.
It's all alleged. It's all alleged.
I haven't seen it on any reputable sources.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait and see. So Althea reads Wendy's rules. There's a clear schedule in this house, and it must be adhered to. That means you, my dear friend, must be awake no later than 5:30 a.m. I thought that was a little aggressive.
It was a little aggressive. It was a little.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have read it and been like, okay, fuck you too.
Right.
The kids need to be ready for school by 7:15. The house needs to be vacuumed and organized by 10. Begin dinner by 1. Kids eat at 7. Next, whatever. Everyone to bed by 9. 8:45 prayers. Everyone to bed by 9. I was like, that is a very scheduled day.
Especially because how old's her oldest?
12.
You're making a 12-year-old go to bed at 9 o'clock? Well, 12? No. I'm sorry. My 12-year-olds were not going to bed at 9 o'clock.
No. I mean, the
That's
5-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, the 5-year-olds for sure. That's early.
And when she reads it, she's like, her rules are like 5 minutes apart. Like, those are like the rules I left back in New York, And it's a little militant.
Yeah, it is a little.
So Wendy reads her rules, and hers start out, "Dear new mom," which I thought was nice. "Our animals are a big part of our family, so please treat them like your fur babies. In this house, we don't sweat the small stuff." And while she's reading that, the dog comes up Aspen, and she starts screaming, like, "Who are you?" Now, that dog looked like just one of her dogs. Like,
yeah, I was like, what are you doing?
I was surprised that she was so startled by a dog. It looked like one of her dogs.
Right.
And not only that, she left a really nice basket on the bed for Wendy. Did you catch that?
Yes.
Yes.
So meanwhile, Wendy's like giving her sass in her letter, and this one's leaving her a nice basket.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And she likes dogs. She says, "I like dogs." And then she's talking to the dog, like, "What's your name?" Like, "I'm the new mom." But her first reaction was a little, I thought, jarring.
She's a little dramatic. I can be over the top dramatic. That's what I took from her too. Especially with
on this,
the animals
it comes
and
across
screaming and the I was like,
it comes across way more on this than it does on Real Housewives of Potomac, I think.
I agree.
Okay.
In this house,
maybe this is more the real her.
Maybe.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of rules. That means chores, bedtime, homework. We moved from New York to Florida 4 years ago to embrace a no-stress lifestyle. Listen, I think there's something to be said by this. I don't think that that's such a bad thing. I think that if I could move to Florida and be a little bit less stressed, I may consider it too, to be quite honest with you.
Absolutely.
So she's walking around looking at the rooms, and then she finds the laundry room, and that's where she finds Craig, who's just sitting there quietly doing his work.
So funny.
Wendy pointed out that the washer and dryers have more space than he does, and she's right. They do. He's a financial advisor, so I guess he works right from there. Wendy said, like, "What does the mom do, like, during the day?" Because, he's like, "Well, she goes to her room and she goes crocheting and she likes to play with the animals." Wendy was like, "Oh."
Yeah. Did you see his face when she was asking him about, "Oh, this is your office?" And he was like, "It works for me." And he was like,
I didn't catch that.
It was yeah, it did not look like it was working for him. His face he made had like all kinds of like facial tics in it and shit. And I was like, no, it's not working
for you.
That's
buddy.
funny. I didn't catch that.
I like that they had to like dress like each other because I don't think we saw that on the other shows. But like Althea had to put on like a suit, and Wendy had to put like on a tracksuit.
I love that. Yeah.
And I didn't like that. I did not like that. I didn't like that she made her get dressed to vacuum and cook. She had
I guess because Wendy would have been dressed from work.
But on the other hand, Wendy, she had to get into a sweatsuit as opposed to being.
I know that they both did that. I just thought that that was a little odd to me because, if you're
I can tell you this: when I get home from work, and I wear jeans to work, people, but when I get home from work, the first thing I do is put on sweats and a t-shirt or leggings and a t-shirt and a hoodie.
Definitely.
Like I put comfortable clothes on, and then I go cook and clean.
Yeah, you got to get that. You got to get the house head clothes on. It's very important.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit in work clothes. And again, my work clothes are jeans.
That's exactly my point. No, but that's exactly my point. Like, who wants to vacuum and cook in a suit?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I guess that's just what Wendy does, or does she?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So Wendy meets Dylan, Shane, and Skyler, and Craig tells Wendy that the morning routine with the kids, that's his routine, so she doesn't have to worry about that. And she's like, oh. And then Althea is explaining to Ed what low demand parenting is. He says, so basically you let them do whatever they want to. And she's like, yeah, kind of. That's actually what I do. They do whatever they want. Wendy said, what else can I do today to be your mom to the kids? And the kids tell her she likes to cuddle with the animals. And that's when they tell her clothes are a little more comfortable than hers. And Wendy goes and puts on the sweats, which, by the way, those sweats did look very comfy.
They were super cute.
Very cute.
Yeah. So she's dressed back in Potomac in her suit while she's doing stuff. And her oldest son, what's the oldest one's name?
Karter.
Karter and Kruz. Carter's the oldest. So Karter and Kruz, they come home. And Wendy's mom is there also, Susan.
She's a piece of work, man.
She is a tough nut to crack.
She's a piece of work. I thought
she was borderline rude to this woman.
I thought she was a little rude.
She was rude.
She was rude.
She's like that. I mean, we've seen her be hard on Wendy, but that's your daughter.
Exactly.
Right.
This woman is just doing this to be on a show.
And
Don't
I
be
didn't
a
feel
bitch.
like I didn't feel like she was disrespectful to her in any way. The Althea to the
Not
mom.
at all.
I mean, she was like, okay, show me what to do. Can I help?
No, I thought she was
doing
very
this
gracious
right?
about it.
Yeah, but I mean,
she was rude, Susan.
I would not have been nice. I would have been like, you know what? You need to step back.
Yeah, or to the producers, like, get her out of here.
Yeah, get her
I don't
out.
need to put up with this and listen to this. You're
Did you see
basically telling me that I'm a bad person because I don't cook.
Right. Did you see the kid's face, though, when the grandmother was talking?
I did not notice that.
They were like...
They're afraid of Grandma.
They were afraid of her. And you know what? That's not the grandma I want to be. I mean, yeah, if I need you to be afraid of me, then you should be. But basically, I would never want to be that kind of girl. I was just like, whoa, you're a little too much, girl.
She was rude. She was rude.
She was rude.
She was rude. She was rude. So they were making okra soup. So she first had her cleaning the okra, and she's like, "Oh, am I doing this right?" She's like, "No, you're not doing it right." Okay, well then show her how to do it right.
Right.
I'll be honest with you.
Nasty.
I've never cleaned okra. I would have done the same thing. You put it in a colander and you rinse it off. I don't know what you do. What do you do?
Yeah, how do you
do I know?
Me neither.
Okay, you guys don't cook and you don't know. I mean, you guys do cook and you don't know. So imagine somebody like me.
I don't cook okra. I don't.
No, I never did.
I've never made
delicious,
anything with
though.
it.
I would like to, but I wouldn't know how to clean it.
No,
but she
I don't
asks
like,
her what
I've
kind
had
of
it. I don't
person
like
she
it.
is.
Why? Because she don't know how to. Okay, so she don't know how to cook. Oh, she don't know how to do okra, so she's an asshole. What?
Exactly. That was so.
I guess
strange.
I'm an asshole too because I don't
Me
know how
too.
to do anything with okra. Nor do I have any desire
too.
because it's usually slimy and I don't like it.
Well, I didn't know that. Then
No,
I
it's
don't want to
not bad.
either.
Well, my husband and my son love fried okra from Cracker Barrel. That's like one of their favorites. Yeah. Susan asks her if she needs help at home cooking with her kids, and she's like, "Well, my mom comes over and cooks with the kids," which I thought was nice.
Yeah.
I guess her mom, maybe that's why she moved down to Naples. Her mother must be down there. She must be close to her mom.
So somebody's parents did wind up having dinner with them, but I thought I must have been.
That was her parents.
It was her
That
parents.
Was her parents.
Okay.
Yeah, it was her parents. Yeah, because Wendy's mom, Susan, said you just stay in bed. And what kind of person are you? And she rolls her eyes. That eye roll was wicked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She was.
Yeah, she was not nice at all. She was not welcoming. She was no Donna Marco. I'll tell you that.
No, she wasn't. She said, "I don't need to cook to be a good mother." She said, "The best reflection of my parenting style is I always get glowing reviews about my children. They really do well in school, even though I don't make them do homework." So Susan says, "Oh, so you're against homework?" She didn't say she was against homework, but she said, "Yeah." Susan said, "Oh, my Lord, you're taking credit for your kids coming out right? They have no choice but to work hard." No.
Says you, Susan.
Says you, yeah.
They do have the choice, and some choose not to.
Right.
And then she said, "Are you kind of lazy?" Well,
she said, "You're kind of." Yeah, she said you are.
Her
you're kind of lazy.
Son did kind of call her that, but I don't know. I didn't like that exchange at all.
Yeah. So
I didn't either.
My take is this. She says, and the daughter says she was a type A when she was in New York raising her daughters.
Althea, yeah.
Did everything. I think in New York, I think she strived. I think her husband did very well financially. I think New York can be a very competitive area. I think she got very caught up in being the perfect wife, the perfect mother, all the scheduling. And to me, it was very telling when she says how she explained how she started doing crafting when she started to heal from burnout. I think she might have had a nervous breakdown.
Sounds like
that's what it seemed.
That's what it seems like to me, that she, was really trying to be somebody she thought she needed to be.
Yeah.
And maybe she's still in her recovery phase. And sometimes your recovery phase goes on too long.
Yeah.
So maybe being on the show is a little wake-up call. And we kind of see towards the end that maybe it was for you to kind of start moving out of that healing phase and going back into living phase.
Right. Not at the pace you were at. obviously.
Right. Not at the pace you were at, but
you've logistically changed things where you don't have to carry on at that pace.
Right. And you've made the decision that that's not how you want your life to be.
Right. Right. Then we see Hailey comes home from college. That's the oldest daughter. And the boys, they like when Wendy comes home. When Hailey comes home, they feel like she's a second mom. Now, she's 18 and the youngest is 10, I think, right?
Yeah. I think the boys were 12 and 10.
Yeah. So, listen, that's a big 8 years is a big difference. And like she says to Wendy, her mother was always around in New York. I mean, she was driving her everywhere. They were involved in theater. She was making the costumes. So she was like she said it, she was the PTA mom. So these boys didn't get that. So when Hailey comes home, one, she loves her family, obviously, and she is 19 and she knows what it's like to be that helicopter parent because that's what her mother was. And she knows what it's like to be what did she call it? The low impact? Is that what it was?
Yeah. Low impact.
The low impact.
Demand. Low demand
that's
parenting. Yeah.
So she wants to, when she comes home, she wants to kind of parent her siblings the way she wants to be a parent when she is a parent. I think she said that very eloquently to Wendy.
Right.
But that's
definitely.
not what Wendy brought back. That is not what Wendy brought back.
No,
Wendy heard something different.
Yeah, I don't feel like the conversation at the end of the episode that Wendy has with Althea, to me, it came off very
condescending.
Very condescending.
And judgy.
Very, 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 very.
Yeah.
And I give the other lady a lot of credit. But you can see that Althea has
Althea.
She has
I think we've said her name 3 different times in 3 different ways.
I think it's Althea, and Althea, and I don't even know how to spell it because I spelt it wrong every time.
So whatever.
We apologize, Althea. We really did like you.
We do like you. Yeah,
we do. We don't really know how to pronounce your name though. Sorry.
But you can see that her reflex is to put that smile. Like it's a reflex so that you could see she kind of just like a little bit shuts off and puts the smile on. And even when she was talking to her, which I don't feel she was talking to her very nicely, you could tell you could see her swallowing and like little ticks in her face, but she still had that smile.
I could see tears in her eyes. I could see tears in her eyes.
Yeah.
When Wendy was talking to her. I could see tears in her eyes when Susan was talking to her. I could see tears in her eyes. Even if she wasn't actually crying, I could see the tears in her eyes. I could see the sadness in her eyes. I could see it, even though she was smiling.
You're like she didn't know how to react to what they were saying or how they were treating her.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I think
she's got a little bit of anxiety too.
It's just her coping mechanism is to just put that fake smile on, just because she doesn't know what to do.
Yeah,
right. So Hailey shows Wendy, what to do. One of the things her mom does is cleans up the ferret poop. So Wendy goes and cleans up the ferret poop.
It's gross. That's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross.
Which I'm sure
so gross.
Ferret poop is gross. 3 hours until rules change. And back in Potomac, Althea is vacuuming with her heels on. And Eddie's kind of watching her saying she's not doing it right. She's not doing the lines right. She's not doing this right.
God.
I mean, okay. That carpet wasn't all that great. That carpet was sagging.
It was not.
No, it was not a brand new carpet.
Buckled. It was buckled.
It was buckled. The carpet was buckled.
Yeah.
She needed new carpet anyway. I hate to tell you that, Wendy, but you needed new carpet anyway.
New carpet anyway.
Exactly.
Right. And not only that, I noticed this. So what they do is the way from Florida comes to Wendy's house, and when it's her rules, they lay out like quilts on the living room floor, and they're painting and they're just doing stuff in the house that Wendy would never have. And one of the kids spills the red paint on the carpet, and they show it cleaned up, and it's like a pink. It was once red, but now it's like a pink. When they show the scene at the end of the episode where Wendy comes home, the spot is now brighter red.
Really? I did not catch that.
Oh, I did. Yep. I was like,
but see, you watched it on Peacock, right? I'm telling you, you got to watch things on Peacock because I watched it. I tried to watch it last night or whatever night it aired. I tried to watch it and take notes. Peacock is the way to go.
Yes.
But you know what? When I watched that scene, I think Eddie is really the one who spilled the paint.
He is.
I think he is.
He was trying to blame it on Kruz, but I don't think it was Kruz that spilled it.
No,
I think it was Eddie
Kruz's
because
fault.
he reached over and did something. Like Kruz was fine over there by himself. Eddie's the one who spilled the paint.
Yep.
And
yep.
not only that, when Wendy finally got home, the husband was like a 5-year-old. He was like, Kruz did it, Kruz did it, Kruz.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, so wait a second. What kind of marriage do you have going on over here? That, I mean, if my husband spilled the paint, he'd be like, what?
Yeah, sorry.
But he wouldn't be like throwing my
Blaming one
kid
of the
under
kids.
the bus or like acting like, ooh.
Right.
I don't know.
I thought that
Craig
was odd
told
too.
Wendy that he, everything he does, and it's a lot. And then he says there's no bedtime, and the kids decide when they go to bed. And Wendy was like, "Say what?"
Say what?
So the kids come home from school in Naples, and Wendy notices that they go running to hug Hailey as soon as they get home from school. Which this is not her first time seeing them. This is the next day. They see her again, and they run to her.
Yeah.
But again, you know what? She's their big sister, and they miss her because she's normally away at college.
Right.
I loved that Althea.
See?
Althea. Now you got me calling her.
Yeah.
Althea wore the pajamas to bring the kids to school.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great move.
I love that too.
That's the best mood ever.
That was so good. They're like, "You're going to wear that?" She's like, "Oh, yeah."
Like me wearing my rollers out. I wore them the other day when I was driving to work.
Oh my God, that was so funny when we.
Oh my gosh, you wear them driving to work?
Yeah, I don't care. What do I care? What do
Sometimes I see
care?
Lori driving to work because we leave the neighborhood at the same time. I have not seen that yet, but if I do, you best believe I'm taking a picture.
It's great. I could
I'm just gonna
care
drive
less.
by.
You have to take a picture.
I definitely will.
I think it's funny. I think, you know what? Because for me, it's like I'm fucking with people. I love it that I'm driving and just somebody next to me is like, what is she doing? I
Right.
think it's hysterical.
Right.
I amuse myself.
That's great.
Yeah.
In her confessional, Hailey said, I'm glad my mom is not as stressed out as she used to be when we lived in New York. So I think that is also very telling, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. See, the problem with Wendy is it's never good to paint yourself as being perfect.
It's a fact.
And control is a fallacy. So
the only constant is change.
That's it. And it's also very telling, now the situation that she's in.
Yeah.
It's really not good to paint yourself as perfect because, if your fall from grace is very far then.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Lori, but Wendy is also financially responsible for her mother. In the Nigerian culture, you have to take care of your mother. So she would have to give her mother, I think she called it an allowance. And the allowance needed to be on time. So, so she has this pressure besides putting on this facade for a TV show and a camera. She also has to financially support her mother.
Support her mom. Yeah, so that's a lot. So, maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's, there's always reasons why people do the things that they do. But maybe some of that led to her and her husband making some possibly, poor decisions.
Yep. In Naples, when they do the rule change, Wendy says that she's going to have one-on-one time with each of the kids, doing with them what they like to do.
I thought that was really sweet.
Yeah,
I like
too.
that too.
I thought that was really, really good. Yeah.
So she was at the beach with Shane because he likes to go to the beach. Dylan likes to play the piano, so she was teaching Wendy how to play the piano. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Skyler likes football, so she went there and cheered him on in football.
She's like, "That's my baby."
Yep.
I mean,
she
that's
really
something.
did get into it.
Yeah, that's something you certainly can't take away from her. She was very good to those children. She was very motherly. She was very kind to them.
Yeah.
I just don't think she was necessarily kind to the mother.
Yeah.
But Wendy's kids, the boys really liked that basketball net she put up in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to get takeout.
Texas Roadhouse takeout. That's expensive.
Yeah. That's good shit right there.
Expensive. Wendy wants them all cooking together. And we see that Alethea's mom and dad are there, so they're helping out as well. And she wants them all to sit at the kitchen table to eat dinner because they don't do that at her house.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy said, well, when was the last time you guys sat at the table together? And he said, New York.
Yeah.
That was 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 4 years ago. You mean you haven't sat at the table at Christmas?
Well,
Thanksgiving,
yeah, that's true.
no holidays?
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
I was surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
But who knows if that's really,
well, we say it all the time.
Like they say for the show too.
Yeah. But even like kids with schedules like sports and piano lessons and, it's very difficult, especially with 4 kids. Like I have a hard time with 2 to get everybody
them
to
home
sit down
at the same time.
Yeah.
So it is rough.
Yeah.
And then while they're cooking dinner, Shane comes over and he said he's bored. And Wendy calls him over and said, come over here, my child.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I want to go to the clubhouse. And she said, no, you're not going. And Grandma jumped in and said, no, you're not going. So he was laying on the dinner table, literally laying on the dinner table. And his father saw him. He's like, get off the table. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Wendy took the cell phones away when they were having dinner. That
she
was
sure
good.
did.
Put them in the bowl. Great idea.
They all liked the food. She made some sort of broccolini, spaghetti, salmon. They were all raving about the food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she must be a good cook.
It looked good.
Dylan asks Wendy at dinner, did we meet your expectations? I thought that was interesting that the 16-year-old asked that question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, you exceeded them.
Yeah.
And Hailey jumped in and said, listen, you really listen. And I appreciate that you hear me and you see me. I'm so glad you're here. And I think that she really meant that. I think that those two have bonded.
Definitely. Yeah.
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 Althea brought Wendy's family to an alpaca farm.
Yes. That was so cute. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kamrynn loved those alpacas.
She was so cute.
She really was. And back
She
in
was
Naples
really
at
cute with them.
109, they're no, back in Potomac, they're still playing basketball at 109 a.m.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, that's really nice.
She is not gonna like that.
Wendy did hold the ferret because that's what Shane wanted her to do. So she held the ferret, and that was some of their bonding time.
Yeah.
Kruz wanted to know that when Mom came back, that if the rules were going to change back and it wasn't going to be fun anymore. And like, yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
What's going to happen?
Pretty much.
Eddie admits that he would like to do more fun things like that out in nature with the kids and as a family. So I think that that's something that they would probably do for the future.
Yeah.
Because it's not that hard to pick a day and just go someplace with the kids for an hour or two.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's the last day that Wendy's there with the Shapiro family, so she makes some scrambled eggs in the morning. Craig said that it was glad that they got to do this, and he'd like to manifest that, things change for the better. So I think that's him really admitting that he wants his wife to participate a little bit more.
Yeah, and Alethea daughter said that Wendy went the extra mile to learn about each kid. I do think that was like really nice. And that woman, Alethea's kids, are really good, nice, sweet kids.
Yes.
So whatever her parenting style is, she has from what we saw, respectful, good kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As soon as Wendy gets home, the kids were actually playing basketball in the kitchen.
She seemed really pissed about the carpet. Like,
she really did.
Really pissed.
Like you guys said, like it wasn't a great fucking carpet. Like
it wasn't.
Definitely looked like it needed to be replaced anyway.
And she obviously has, I understand that she has to take care of her mother and yada, yada, yada. But she obviously has money for designer clothes and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
So it's not like, I don't know. I was just like, okay, girl, make a big deal about your shitty ass carpet being
right. Right.
Yeah. No, Wendy looked horrified. So then they sit down to talk, and Alethea said, like, I have to ask you, do you really wake up at 5:30 every morning? And Wendy said, I do. It's actually 5. And she's like, well, I wish I could be a morning person. Wendy's like, well, I wasn't a morning person. I'm not. I do it for my kids. And you know what? I think Alethea did it for her kids too when she was in New York. You know, I don't know a lot of people that are morning. I mean, I'm not a morning person either. I mean, I have to be. I have to be because I have to do it. But if it was my choice, I wouldn't
you
be
wouldn't
up.
do it. Right.
But that's what, that's what we do in life. We do things we don't like to do.
We sure do, like work.
And
But
like Kelly said, those kids are getting up. There's nobody waking them up.
Right.
And packing their own lunch.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's great that you're on top of your kids and you do all that for them. But some people have children that half hour in the morning trying to get them up and trying to get them ready is such a maddening struggle and such a tone of stress for the rest of the day that just it's like sabotage your whole day.
For sure.
Because it's just so horrendous. Like
stressful.
To not have that stress and have them get up for themselves. It's like,
and having them independent like that is teaching them to be independent.
Teaching them be independent.
I mean, they are ahead of the curve that they can get up, get themselves dressed, pack their lunch, and get out the door. You're ahead of the curve.
Yep.
But for Wendy to say to her, you take up space in the house and everyone revolves around you. And then it really struck me because of what your daughter said. And Hailey, who's so amazing, which she said thank you for, saying Hailey's amazing. But she totally twisted that story.
Yeah.
Because Hailey did not say that I parent the way I want her to parent me. That is not what she said.
No, that's not what she said.
That's not what she said.
Not what she said at all.
Right.
And Wendy did meet that her kids, she admitted that her kids were awesome. But this is where I think she was right. She said, they still want to be seen by you. Like, your kids are awesome, but you still need to be there. And I think that she is right in saying that. I do think that she's right in saying that.
Most definitely. Like I said, I think she got stuck. I think she got stuck in recovery from whatever she suffered from. And she got stuck and she got comfortable and she thought, okay, the only way I'm going to be okay is if I stay like this in my cocoon that I've created so that I can heal. But eventually you got to break out of the cocoon and have some wings and enjoy life again. So like I said, hopefully that's what has gone on for her after this show.
And how about when she said that Craig can be a martyr?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
I don't know what that was about either, but I thought,
it was like,
I don't know. That's kind of a bold statement,
Ooh. And did you see the look on Wendy's face when she said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, what?
Yeah.
Probably the same look that I had on my face when I was watching her say it.
She does also tell Wendy that her kids would like to have maybe more fun time and flexible time scheduled in. And I think hopefully Wendy does do that, let them have a little bit of free time because life shouldn't be so scheduled. But she did say, and I don't know if it's true or not, it doesn't matter if I'm the first one at school or if I'm the last one at school, so long as I'm there to pick them up. You don't always have to be the first one there. You don't always have to be 15 minutes early.
Wendy did thank her for opening up her home to her, which was very nice.
She did. But she
all in all,
also
it was
said
a good
ruining my
episode.
carpet.
Yeah,
she threw that in the same sentence.
Couldn't let it go. She couldn't let it go,
did.
man, about the carpet.
But her mother, the big takeaway, her mother was very rude to that woman for no reason at all.
I agree. I saw Wendy on virtual reality, and she said she actually had to call Althea and apologize for her mother's actions. I was surprised that she admitted that. Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, I was surprised she admitted that.
But you can see
where
where
not going to be too happy.
Right. Where the condensation, being condescending, goes from the mother to the daughter. Because Wendy has the same, can be, condescending also.
For sure.
What did I say? Did I say condensation?
Condensation.
Good God.
I'm like, are we talking about the
menopause?
Did you take Benadryl? Maybe it was the Benadryl.
No, that's just menopause brain.
When you guys log off, go look at my not We Wine Whenever. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna share it on We Wine Whenever story.
Yeah, put it on We Wine Whenever.
I put on my story on Instagram. It is so funny. It's this guy sitting in the truck.
I actually
about his
saw
wife.
it. It is funny.
My God, it's so funny.
It is funny.
Like,
listen,
the
people.
fuck are you looking at? You look like a fucking creep. She's like, I was just
Menopause
looking at
is
but just thinking about how beautiful you are and how much I love you. She's like, shut the fuck up.
fuck up. Menopause is real. It's real.
So funny. Oh my
What are you gonna
God.
do?
Okay, anything else?
No,
I think that's it.
I just felt really horrible when Wendy came home and her little daughter hugged her, and then I thought to myself, what the fuck are you like, you know, I know that we say nothing's proven and fucking blah blah blah, but like that's to me it's just heartbreaking because
Well, it's all alleged, but you're right, because if she's found guilty, she will definitely see jail time.
that's what
That's a
I'm
lot of
saying.
money that they are alleging that they fraudulently
Right. And like I said,
received.
there are things that you know, there are facts of the case that are not,
Disputable?
they're not disputable. And I mean, I watch stuff like directly from the police department, like the speech that they made. There's like
Yeah.
they found things in their house
Oh, I did too.
that, there are text messages. There's, the grand jury thought it was
Receipts.
enough. Grand jury thought it was enough.
Receipts
Did you see
for
where they asked
jewelry
for separate
returned.
trials?
Jury return. No, I didn't see that.
They're asking to
Yeah, they
be
have
tried
to.
separately.
They kind of have to. They can't really be tried together. It really should be two separate cases.
And I gotta ask, what is up with the mug shots?
They were high as kites.
As fuck. High as fuck.
Well, they have a
Weed
cannabis line.
business. Yeah, I know. But I mean, listen, something like that happens, my high's gone. I'm straight.
No shit. You sober
Straight.
up real quick.
Right away. Somebody comes to my house and I get busted for something really bad and I get taken away in handcuffs. It's gone. It's gone. I'm sober. Quick shit.
For sure.
So I'm just
Lori,
saying, I feel bad.
So BravoCon starts on Friday in Las Vegas, and it was announced that Wendy Osefo and Karen Huger are both going to be there, and they are going to be streaming BravoCon on Peacock. So if you get some free time this weekend, turn Peacock on, and maybe you'll get a glimpse of Wendy Osefo or Karen Huger, and maybe they're out there talking, because I'm going to be watching it when I get a chance to see what the heck is going on in Las Vegas, because
Okay,
I'm sure.
I'm going to tell you what's going on. Andy Cohen is gearing up for Life After Lockup Housewife Edition.
Could be.
Okay. I could see it. I could see it happening. We've certainly got enough mugshots.
Oh my God. I was like, what is wrong with you people? Yeah.
That's hysterical.
So I feel bad for their children. That's what I feel bad
for. Sure. For sure.
Okay. So until next time, thank you for watching and listening. Please subscribe and give us 5-star reviews. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.